Okay, so to give you a basis for comparison, this is one of the good games that I've had in my Graf Spee. As you can see, the module setup is different. I'm running premium version of the Hydroacoustic Search, premium version of the fighter plane, premium version of the heal. The reason that I didn't touch on the previous video was about using the premium consumables. They do make a difference because you get an extra charge, and when it comes to heals, an extra heal can make all the difference. So the Miyoko in front of me is taking lots of shots, completely unnecessary, but whatever. So like I said before, watch your shells in flight, see if you've got a good idea of how fast the target is going. 6,000 damage with high explosive, I mean, maybe 4,000. Still watching where my shells are going. Take a nice shell subtraction. So I'm launching my fighter plane now because I don't know if the Leningrad got torpedoes off in front of the island. I know that he got off that torpedo. Probably expecting the Miyoko to carry on his path. So yeah, plane uptime. I have the skill for 2 planes because I think 2 is better than 1. I got a nice 2,000 damage hit. Cleveland is presenting me all sorts of goodies. See if we can put a shell into him. Looks good. Hello? Okay. So not great damage, but hey. I have a pretty good idea of where I need to aim now. $1,600 damage. If he repaired for those shots, then potentially I've disabled one of his guns. Take some more damage, this is good. Shells are way off. So you might have noticed by now on the minimap that my team is just sitting still. So I'm pinging my team to get a move on. On the right flank, we've just lost our Emeralds. We have a Congo, a Konig, and a York. And they're facing off against a Hood, a Congo, a Minakaze, a Miyoko, and probably taking shell out. And there's a Kirov going there, and an Eisenhower is moving from enemy spawn in there. And the Colorado is doing the same, so... Jesus, no. The fault of most players when they play cruisers like the Graf Spee is to expect them to be a counter to destroyers. that's not the case. The size of the guns on this make that kind of play very difficult because you don't have the rate of fire to punish destroyers. You do, however, have the caliber to seriously punish cruisers or other battleships, which give you good shots. So I think that was a 6,000 damage roll. The reason I'm firing here is just in case. I mean, you never know. But the York does get away. So now I'm heading back to base because I realise I really need to defend because everyone is coming over here. We have Colorado, KGV, Leningrad, Shinonome, Nagato, Miyoko, and Marblehead over this side, and they're not pushing this flank fast enough. So what I want to do is I want to go back to my base, try to consolidate what we've got, perhaps force the Minakaze Miyoko back, and hopefully the Congo will be so intimidated by this that he'll run away as well. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Kirov is coming through the middle. There's a chance that the Graf Spee that was spotted behind him is also going to do the same. We just lost our Koenig, and it's me and the York. So I'm pinging the map furiously, trying to get our team to turn around. Looks to me like the Nagato might be trying to duck behind an island to return, but work. Marblehead, Colorado, KGV, they're all still pushing. And they're being held up by Cleveland and New York. And they're basically just going to chase. Which really doesn't help. So, first things first, get a salvo of torps out across into the middle of my cap, because if the destroyer is charging in, maybe there's a chance that he'll collect the torpedoes. Having your torpedoes on reload is always a good thing. That means that you've fired them. So now I'm cutting back in to the inside of my cap, because I've spent enough time going away from it. I don't want to run away from it too far. And I get spotted, but I get spotted before the Miyoko sees me, which means the destroyer is in front of him. So yeah, like 800 damage or something, which is fine. But he's going to turn in or out, depending on it. And there's the Minakaze. So I don't want to launch my torpedoes just yet, because there's a chance that York could turn in. He's effectively blocking my shells now. But at this point, it's obvious to see that he's not going to make it. Miyoko makes a classic error, because the turning speed of the Miyoko's turrets is really slow. So he turns out, takes a whole load of torpedoes in the face, and then, yeah, well, I do the same. So I take a shitload of damage there. It's okay. Not out of this yet. That's why I fire AP, by the way. You get to do fun things like that, like delete cruisers who just give you broadside. Flinch! Kirov has gone to the other side of the island, so I don't have to worry about him. Minakaze is spotted. Go for a large spread on them. My secondaries are opening up. 2000 damage with AP is not bad. I'm going to run both my plane and my hydro, because I want to see the Graf Spee as he comes around the corner. Imperative that I get him dead as well. Large spread on these. The Graf has his plane out. He may be running hydro as well, so he may have a good idea of where my torpedoes are. Continuing to fire AP because this guy's giving me brilliant opportunities to do damage. I can't remember, does he? I think he might eat one of the torpedoes, which is fine. Nope, he misses. So my heal is off cooldown again. And I'm waiting. But at this point, I mean, I might as well fire because he's almost right on top of me. Now just the Congo. So I'm up to 78,000. And I've been firing nothing but AP. Okay, so Congo has just fired. His front guns, at least. What do you suppose he's going to do? Alright, so he turns out. I get my guns off. I know that he's going to continue the turn. I know that I'm about to take a load of damage, and there we go, right. But my torpedoes are still going, so... yeah. So that's 122,000 damage. The base is defended, and even if the base isn't defended, my plane is hovering over the last known locations that the enemy team were. That's why it's important to keep your plane up in the air. If I hadn't killed the DD, there was a chance that he could still cap. With my plane overhead, can't do that. See. So yeah, there you go. A pretty decent game. This is not my best game in the Graf Spee. I think my best game is like 150,000 damage, 106, maybe 170,000 damage. Basically, it's a really good damage farmer if you fire AP. So, anyway, not much left to see apart from my team nuking the Colorado. So, yeah. That's a basis for comparison for you if you want a couple of tips. Don't fire HE, fire AP. You are a battleship.